Take a look at Derrick Williams, 6'9", 248. Pretty talented and a highlight machine. There are some big questions about him. One, is he a small forward or power forward? In my opinion, is 75% enough? And you'll see athletically he's a 2-foot jumper. We're going to start around the rim. He can finish both left-handed and right-handed. Here's the left-hand finish inside. And as good a highlight reel athlete as he is, which you will see, there are some other times where you see he has a hard time getting off the ground. He's in the block here and just doesn't get enough working to the left side. And you'll see a lot of this because he's got to jump off 2 feet. Again, working inside, strip by Singler of Duke. If he's a power forward, he's going to have to work inside. This time, able to alter his body enough to finish off a give inside the post. He's down low in the block. Nice catch. Pump fakes up. Misses. Goes back up. And you'll watch, he never goes quite immediately. He's got to really get his body set to be able to go up. Great post position and a flash to the basket, then a bunch of ball fakes, and doesn't finish. Now, pick and pop is his game. He'll do a little pick and roll. Here he picks and rolls. Gets good position in the post. Does a nice job receiving the ball and was able to finish that time. Again with the left hand. Pick and pop is really his game. The outside jumper, hit over 50% this year from 3. This is not an instant replay. Pops back out to him. Bang. And that's what they did most of the time here. You see, just rolls back. This against Texas down the NCAA tournament. Misses this shot. But almost all the time when they run the pick and roll with him, his instinct is he picks, he pops out. But if he gets any airspace at all, boom, here he goes. But look here, 2 feet as he goes off to jump on a play that didn't need that. Sometimes he'll turn it into an isolation where he goes one-on-one as he does here with a spin move to the basket and draws the foul. Now, if he's going to be a small forward in the NBA, he's going to have to beat guys. And what you'll see here is the more dribbles he puts on the floor, the more problems he has. That time an offensive foul. But when he can just go one quick dribble and go, he is incredible. Catches inside, jab right, one dribble left. He loses that one out of bounds, but you can see the move. That was pretty darn good defense by Plumlee, who will be in the NBA a year from now. This is the game capper against Duke. And you give him any space at all, he kills you. He'll catch at the top, ball fake. Here we go. That's his deal. Working left side. This is against a draft pick this year. Drives, working it. And then misses the shot, unable to finish. This part of his game, when he puts multiple dribbles down, the results usually not great. If he catches in this area, he has some success. Texas overloads the side. Thompson comes over and blocks another draftee this year. He's going against some big-time guys right here. Works it to the middle. Now off balance, floating. Away from the rim. Here's one quick dribble left. Couldn't get up off the 1 foot, and he gets his shot blocked. He needs those 2 feet. Struggles continue here as he travels. Now he's going to work over to the right side. One-on-one spin move, and he does get fouled here. Now this is a big-time move. Catch, straightens up, one power move to the basket. Now that's incredible. That's an NBA solid move that lasts. Here working behind his back. Again, look how much he has to stop and then go off the 2 feet and throws up a pretty poor shot. You don't get a lot of passing out of him, but let's give him some credit. This is a pretty neat little give. He's going to float down to the post. Quickly, boom, bang, layup. Well done. Here he shows off the dribble. He can stop. Gives it out to a dagger 3. This is nice here. He's going to get in the post, left block, double teamed, finds the open man. Pretty easy basic pass, but at least he makes it. Okay, let's watch him a little bit on defense. And then we'll get to the issue of whether he plays hard enough here in a little bit. Here he's in the post. I really don't like that play. If you watch it again, he allowed the guy to get into the basket very easily. Here he just is non-existent on help. He's guarding his man. They float right by him. And this final one, They come down the baseline. He's got a bad angle on it. Smith throws up a poor shot. But those three were pretty disturbing. He played much better defense here as he holds his ground in the post, forces them out of it. But he's not going to play defense early. He never bumps a man early. Against Texas, he battled hard against Thompson. Working, Thompson is able to fade back and score it, but that's not really on him. But he does not play defense early. Guys get deep post position on him. Now, if he's going to play the 4 in the NBA, which I think he's going to have to play a lot of pick and roll defense, this opening one's not great. See, here comes the dribble handoff, and he gives a lot of airspace to Smith, who's able to hit the shot. These are all from the NCAA tournament. Here again, now this is Kyrie Irving driving at him. That's why he'll be the number 1 pick of the draft. This one's better. Watch, he gets back out on Irving the other way, force him to retreat. That's very good. He's capable defensively on the pick and roll. He's agile enough, moves well enough. Here he gets split, does a nice job, but then Singler out hustles him for the ball and takes away the dunk in classic NCAA tournament shot there. We have some little pick and roll defense here. Comes out, they're able to turn the corner on him, which they shouldn't, and Thompson able to get a dunk down low. But these last two I thought he played really well. Pops out, stays with him, stretches him, able to get back in the post on his man in rebounding position. And this final one, he really popped out as aggressively as he did all game, changed that play, and then got back. So there's some real signs that he can do that. This rebounding now, this is a great, great skill. And you'll see a lot of one-hand rebounds. You'll see traffic rebounds. Other than the fact he's a little short, he'll be able to rebound in the NBA. And he boxes out a lot. Here he just goes up over Plumlee, higher than Plumlee to get the board. This is special. Pow! How about that for an offensive follow? That was a pretty special game for him against Duke. Pressure inside. Nice. Overpowers the guy for the rebound. Does lose the ball, but used his body while making contact, still able to go up and get the ball, which is a great skill. Translates to rebound. Here he makes the contact. One-hand rebound. Now he's on the far left side. Rebound goes up. He's fending off. One-hand rebound again. Those are NBA rebounds right there. Final one in traffic. Really battling. Pulls it down. Now the question to me, which I didn't like when I watched him, is whether he plays hard enough all the time, or is, because he's so talented, 75% enough. I try to show you here, he just doesn't run the floor. That's the simple thing. But other times inside of the play, you can see he battles, and I'll let you guys decide. Here he's got the basketball. He's going to turn it over. Watch what he does. Game's moving at a different speed, isn't it? Okay, another loose ball. He's the guy just waved his arm. Ball's gone the other way. Shots up. Now he's back into the screen. Okay, now look at that hustle. Ball's loose. That's what he can do. He battled the whole way down there, kept the ball alive for Arizona. Transition. He's in the middle of the floor. He goes to his guy, but never makes contact with him. He's wide open the post. Smith buries the shot, but that gave up two. Here we are again, transition. Just jogging back. He's got his man, but now his guy slides by him wide open the post again. They don't take it. Here he's working the dribble. Kind of bobbles it. This one really bothered me. Turnover's right in front of him. Nah. And now watch. 3 guys run by him while that's going on. All right, here's a long stretch play. That's a nice pick. I mean, look, he's working post position. This is not a lazy guy, I don't think, because he's working on that position. On that position. Here's the ball. He goes up, misses. He's battling the rebound. Look at him, tenacity. Now Duke has it, and he's not coming back the other way. Maybe it's unfair to ask, but in the NBA, you better give more than that. Here's a drive going for the rebound, and then the game goes by him. It's not that he's not capable. This guy is not slow. He just runs uphill into the defensive transition. But look at the battle in the post here. Here's on the far side. He's guarding right now. Great double team. It's not as though he's doing this all the time. It's really in defensive transition. Look at him hold the post position again. Play goes the other way. And now he sprints out and has to go off 2 feet so he can't dunk it. But ball's loose. He's not going down. Everybody else is. He's around it. We go the other way. Now he doesn't run the floor. Guy misses the layup. 2 players from Texas outrun him to the ball. Come back the other way. He gets passed again. Slam dunk the other way. I'm not sure he could have stopped it, but he certainly didn't run to go get the ball there. Here he battles for an offensive rebound. I mean, that's tenacity. They don't save it, and you know what's going to happen. They go the other way, right by him. He's got his guy. Maybe that's enough. Ball's loose. You can decide. I mean, the bottom line is maybe this. Like, watch this play with him. He gets post position. This is late in the game on the line, drives, misses. Somehow gets his own rebound. Gets it back again. Goes up again, and he's fouled. That is incredible, incredible effort. You decide. The other stuff bothers me. I don't know if it would bother me enough I wouldn't pull the trigger on it. What position he plays, I think he's a power forward. That is the breakdown on Derrick Williams. Hopefully you have a good grasp on who he is.